Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of our podcast, The Unfiltered Journeys, a space for real conversations, expert insights and stories that matter. I'm your host, Zakaria. I'm based in Bombay and I'm a risk analyst here, working in an MNC. And I'm really excited to bring this show to life from the heart of Marine Lines, right near the iconic Taj. So today's guest is someone very special, close to my heart, my wife, but more importantly, she is a dedicated and accomplished child psychologist who has worked with more than 7,000 sessions. She holds a bachelor's degree in the psychology from Indraprastha College for women and a master's in psychology from Jamia Millia, Delhi. She spent 5 years working in the capital in the Potential Therapy Center, specializing in childhood development concerns, especially autism. She is also a certified mental health professional affiliated with the International Psychological Association, and she has also started her own venture, which is the Bright Minds Bombay. Through this, she is now supporting clients not just in India but around the globe. Her understanding of children and the challenges faced by both them and their families makes her an incredible resource for anyone seeking guidance on mental health and child development. So without further ado, let's go into this meaningful conversation. So welcome to our special guest.
Hi.
This is Farheen, and
Hi, everybody.
yeah. So we'd like to ask a few things about your journey.
Thank you for this beautiful location. I think this is so incredibly beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice. But let's start from the beginning. What inspired you to choose psychology, especially child psychology, as your career path?
Honestly, after my master's degree, I was searching for jobs. I've gone to many therapy centers. I think once, twice I went with you only for interview. I got through 2-3 therapy centers, and while I was going for this interview, I saw the special children who were so innocent, who are so like angelic. So I just thought that I think I want to be here to help them, and during the process of interview, I've seen other therapists, senior therapists, working with children. So I think at that point of time, I thought I should take up child psychology. Before that, in my class 12th, I just got interested in psychology.
It's really very nice
yeah,
to
because
hear.
it sounds very fascinating, maybe, like very honestly, because that time I was very small and I didn't, know a lot of, I didn't have a lot of knowledge about the scope of psychology or something. Also, my elder sister, she also took up psychology, so that also inspired me to take
So
up.
really nice to hear about your journey. But there's one more thing I'd like to know, which is like for children which is diagnosed with autism, what are some early signs that parents should watch out for?
So the early signs, so we call it red flags, in which parents should watch for a lack of eye contact. So that's the very basic, first symptom, like if the child, see, till the age of 2, diagnosis of autism is not applicable. So autism can only be diagnosed after the child has crossed 2 years. But before that, yeah, the parents can notice that small little symptoms like not looking into parents' eyes, not responding to names, not understanding things, not even understanding gestures. Many other different red flags. For example, their play patterns are very rigid. So if I give them like 2-3 cars, so other children is going to play like in a very innovative way, racing and all of that, right? But kids on the autism spectrum, they like to line up the cars in a particular pattern. So they like to follow patterns.
So do they get angry or annoyed at times?
See, angry and annoyed, every child gets it,
Yeah.
but that's not a symptom.
Yeah.
But yeah, if the child is getting too much angry, especially when routine is being changed, or change of environment, or change in the disrupting their play
Yeah.
pattern, that time if the child gets angry, I think that is when the parents need to look watch out for a pediatrician who can, or a certified child psychologist who can do the assessment and the diagnosis. But yeah, I mean, it's not sometimes it's not very clear, and also in many of the cases that I've dealt with is till the age of 5 everything goes on very smoothly, and suddenly at one age, maybe at the age of 6, at the age of 4, sometimes just everything changes. So what actually triggers that change, because autism is something, it's not till date the cause of autism
Is unknown.
Yeah, it's unknown, so we don't know. But autism is, if autism is there, then it has to be there from birth.
Okay.
But
Thanks.
I
So
have a lot, I mean, I have more to say,
yeah, please.
because if you
Yeah.
so
But I'd like to go for the next question.
sure.
So it's really nice to hear from you,
Thank you.
and the things that we don't know, and it's really nice. So I'd like to talk about having worked with, like, you've taken more than 7,000 sessions,
Yeah.
and now that you are doing online sessions as well as offline. Earlier you used to do only offline sessions in Delhi, so now you're based in Mumbai. So what is the one challenge that you can feel that the parents come to you, that parents face for that challenge?
See, mostly because I'm a social communication language therapist and play therapist. So there's not a particular problem that parent comes with, because if a child has autism, it's every child is different. One child may have a lot of behavioral issues, like getting angry, getting aggressive, or just playing in a very rigid pattern. Some children may not have any behavioral issues, but they may have
So
some
you mean that every case is different?
language issues, yeah, like communication issues. But yeah, communication issues are common across all the children. So that's the most common thing, I guess. But yeah, every child is different, so you cannot say that for one particular
Okay.
problem a child has come.
Because their upbringing, their everything is
Upbringing is not,
Okay.
that's not a
Okay.
thing. Like
Alright.
every parent are doing
Yeah,
their
yeah,
best, and every parents are, every parent is. They're bringing up the child in the best way possible. But if a child has autism, the autism is there from the birth. So upbringing has nothing to do with autism.
All right. Great. And there's often a stigma around therapy and mental health in India. So what's your message to parents who hesitate to seek help?
Of course, I think that's a very good question and a huge problem. That early intervention is very important. If that stigma could be reduced, then the parents will come to to the therapist at a very early stage, because earlier it is, better it is. So if the intervention starts at the age of 2, when the diagnosis is done, so it's better. But if a parent, due to the mental health thing, that stigma is there, that my child is normal, the parents are in the state of denial, then in that case,
Then it's a problem.
Yeah, in that case, you're just losing out the years. I mean, from 2 years, then the child reaches 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. After 7 years, when things are becoming uncontrollable, then the parents,
They realize.
the parents would seek help, go to a therapy center. But then that time, the parents have just lost a
They've
lot of
lost a lot
years.
of years, correct.
Yeah, that could have made a lot of changes.
True, true, very true. And so one last question I have, which is finally for young psychology students or aspiring child psychologists to be, what's your one piece of advice?
So aspiring child psychologist who wants to come into this field of autism to help children on the autism spectrum or any other condition, my one piece of advice is starting, just go and join a very good therapy center where you can seek a lot of knowledge, lot of experiences, guidance. Only then you can become a good therapist. Directly, after after studying, even if you are a RCA recognized child psychologist, RCA recognized therapist, but without any experience hands-on experience,
you will not have the skill.
You will not have the skill. Maybe you might be scoring 90% in your thing, but without this hands-on experience and practical experience and actually working with children vigorously, you will never become a good therapist.
So that's the piece of very important advice that you have put. Yeah. So she has asked about, it's not about gaining good certificates or something like that. That's important, but it's also about gaining good experience as a therapist under someone, right? And so this will really help to boost and enhance their skills.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming to my show. I hope you had gained like my viewers have gained some knowledge on autism, and it's
yeah, I hope that all the information that I've shared, it's useful for the people who are watching the channel.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.